Welcome to London, where Chaos Andalay starts on pole from Christian Bentley and Landro Zaholi. Neptune Grizzly in the 97 starts 4th from Cappy Selavir and Lam Fong. The 6-7 of Kimi Nyla starts 7th from Ponte and Williamson. Then comes Nashe Perez, points leader Hachai Celia, brother Ahmed Celia, Liam Stones, and Jonas Schmidt. In 15th place is Fande Souza, followed by Kuro Giri and Nick Leon. Then comes Spiker Peppo, the two target Chip Ganassis of Juan Villalobos and Tan Andalay, Remy Lebeau, Vita Alves, Iago Sigurd, and Hux Finucci. The man second in the points starts on pole with his winless teammate alongside. It's the London ChampCar Trophy. And we're green in the United Kingdom. What a start there from Landro Zaholi and Neptune Grizzly as they come through turn number 1. Chaos Andalay holding on to the lead, but Landro is flying up, going for the lunge, coming through 3, and he tangles with the man second in the points. Chaos Andalay faces backwards. Christian Bentley takes the lead. It's a pile-up coming out of turn number 3. No red flags in ChampCar. And the 14 gets it back on track, but with major front wing damage. In 3rd position, Christian Bentley from the United States, venturing away from his home continent for the first time all season. And this is the race where he and Sims Racing take the lead. 2 seconds up on the man who won on his debut in the first race of the season. Neptune Grizzly runs in second. And for Hachai Celia and her title ambitions, despite yet to win a race all season long, in fact across her ChampCar career, this is a perfect opportunity as we've got yellows. That's a spinning Liam Stones after winning last time out, and he is not doing too good. It's carnage as they come through cops. Multiple cars involved down there. Of course, that's instigated by a slow Chaos Andalay, Remy Lebeau being one of those affected by that major wreck fest. And Fighter L spinning around the 26. And a backwards facing Jonas Schmidt as well. The leaders are on to the second lap of this race. But my oh my, that is absolutely not what we want to see at all on the opening lap. We're sure to get a lot of action down in the pits, as that is a spinning Ahmed Celia. He's on the wall. That was contact with a very fast starting Hux Finucci, who's up into 15th. Chaos Andalay dives down into pit lane. Lam Fong with the fastest first sector, running up in 4th place for Dragon Racing. Cappy Selavir holds off the Vietnamese driver. We're green across the track here in London, with Christian Bentley being at the head of the pack. Kimi Nyla up in 5th place on the back of this battle for the final podium position. We're right on board with the 77. Bentley with the fastest second sector of anyone in that 32 car, flying through Stowe Corner. Everyone coming out of Maggots and Beckett's pretty cleanly then. Hachai reclaiming 6th position. Any points are good points in a title hunt such as this one, where it's only 3 points out in front. A lot of weaving off the road. And oh, that's a big one! Hachai Celia involved there. The 48 tagged again as Fande Souza goes out. And the cautions return here in London. That is Joey Williamson, Nashe Perez, Cappy Selavir. Many a driver involved in that. Hachai Celia getting major front wing damage as well. And the full course yellows come out. In comes Iago Sigurd. Kart opting not to have any penalties due to the amount of track limits infringements we saw in practice. But now I'm pretty sure a lot of Kart might be considering that as a bit of an issue. That right there is Spiker Peppo, who is, oh, that's Perez. Perez and Lam Fong having a dance and a date with the barriers there. That is not what you want to see at all. And that's Finucci once again involved in an incident. The 71 trying to get it back on the road. Iago Sigurd And Chaos and Leia are going to be coming up to that incident. We got yellows down in the final sector as well. That's not for Nick Leon, that's for Viter Alves. And my, oh my, this is one of the most hectic opening laps you'll ever see. If you're ever watching the ERL solely for Chaos, watch ChampCar. Got a lot of drivers not on the lead lap, unfortunately, and the cautions do come out for Iago Sigurd. And Team Rahal continue with their struggles. Hard to go on for a Christian Bentley, who is waiting to be christened with a fantastic finish here in London if all things go his way. He's in front of countryman Neptune Grizzly. Home driver Kimi Nyla in that number 67 with some Brazilian heritage. So we hear 9 to go. At 97, 1.5 seconds off the back of this race lead. A lot of packs now forming throughout the field. If you just take a look at Perez with major front wing damage, Liam Stones goes by. A lot of drivers probably looking to try and get past that Team Penske number 95. A race winner already in his career, which started this season. As you can see, Finucci in the 71 also suffering with major front wing damage. Everyone probably needing to come in. We got cautions, and that is for Perez. And oh, that is not great at all. Viter Alves and Nashe Perez involved in an incident that has taken out the Team Penske rookie. That number 12 car now dropping to the back of the pack. In your championship battle, as it stands, Chaos Andley would currently take the lead in points with a 3-point swing. And on count back, his one race win to Hatchai Celia's none would make the German driver at this point in the race the championship leader. We're probably going to see some more pit stops there, as it's not just Finucci, it's Jonas Schmidt and Viter Alves coming in. Viter, his second stop in 4 laps. This is a great restart then for the 97 of Neptune Grizzly, driving for a McLaren racing team. He needs some great results on hand. He knows how to get it to them, though. We got yellows. That's a spinning Joey Williamson with a full car puncture. We weren't looking at this at all, as we've got yellows in Sector 2 for Juan Villalobos. And, oh, that's almost terrible. That's a spinning Spiker Peppo. Somehow, the track isn't quite completely blocked, but it might as well be. The Red Sea parts for Christian Bentley then, as Remy LeBeau gets involved in this. The 26 getting it back on track. Look at that 32, just trying to make his way through the lap traffic, despite all of the chaos and carnage that we've already seen today. All of this chaos and carnage, in fact, allowing Chaos to move up the order. He's running up in 6th right now, but with hard compound tires, of which are the oldest throughout the field. Viter Alves with the fastest second sector of anybody. And for the man driving the 14, he needs a lot more than what he's got. That is Spiker Pepper on the wall, is it? No, it's Jonas Schmidt involved in a wreck with Remy LeBeau, the Frenchman, not having a fun time in the UK, nor is the German in the 99. Back on the road and in the race then for the Trackhouse Racing man. And that 26 surely coming in. Yes, he does. It's a house of horrors for a lot of drivers today. So the top 3, they've got to be very, very glad that they've been away from most all of these incidents in today's race. In fact, Kimi Nyla won this race last season for Forsyth Racing before they moved over to the IRL, and that is Joey Williamson off the road, spinning it on his own at the current lap barriers. Lam Fong for Dragon Racing in the 73 car, also down and in the barriers. You can see that white Dragon right in front of the black Grand Slam Racing car. 52 seconds separating the top 10, 54 in fact. That's how chaotic today has been. If you ever want a good marker of a chaotic ERL race, just take a look at the margins between each driver. if it's been really exciting, and the battle for the lead has been really tense, well, you should be able to see that with everyone being so close together as Grizzly and Nyla both come down into the pits with 6 to go. However, as it has been today, the margins being so spread out, thanks to the lack of red flags, you can tell that yes, we've had a lot of chaos. We've had drivers being separated from packs just because of the fact they've been involved in an incident. And that's why the top 3 have been so close together throughout today's race. Grizzly going on to a set of softs, Nyla going on to a set of hards. Now, neither of these compounds, we believe, will take either driver to the end of this race. The hards can do about 5 laps on a good day, but no more. And we already saw the softs can top out at about 4. This is not looking like the best strategy decision from McLaren. But knowing the chaos of today's race, maybe they are holding out for another full course yellow to come out. Hopefully not caused by them. You're right on board with car number 97. Neptune Grizzly there hopping over the curbs as you've just seen. We've got official confirmation then. ChampCar will be merging with the Indy Racing League, and with that, that frees up space for the ERL O2s to be used by the FG Series, who can finally return. Into the pits came Hux Finucci with the race leader Christian Bentley, who goes on to a set of softs. Neptune Grizzly will take the lead here in London with 5 to go. And I don't think any of the top 3 will be able to make it to the checkered flag with the tyres that they've got. Bentley looking to do 5 on a set of softs, not possible. 6 on a set of hards for Nyla, also not possible. 6 on a set of softs for Grizzly, even more not possible. We've got yellows down in sector 3 though, and I do wonder who that's for. Is that for one of the track houses? Yeah, that's for Jonas Schmitz, who's lost it coming through the Vale chicane. Front wing damage for that 99 car, who sits a lap down. Meets up with Remy LeBeau, also a lap down. And a new beta of Mopostos just drops. So that is very nice to see. The 32 of Christian Bentley on the back of Kimi Nyla. Looking for the pass on the Dale Coyne car in front. Goes down the inside, coming through Stowe. That's a very textbook pass there. Almost looks as if he faked to the inside. I think one of the Penskes has come off the road. And oh dearie me! Out of the race for Christian Bentley. Kimi Nyla's gone round. Weiser Alves hitting the wall, going a lap down. Seemed as if he went into the Sims driver. Neptune Grizzly has come down into the pits and will come out in the lead here in London. Both Sims cars have met with tragedy. The cautions are ending as Antonio Ponte in the 94 now finds himself up in second place. He'll get past some of this lap traffic, and he's now en route to try and catch up to race leader Neptune Grizzly. That Grand Slam team needing some form of good luck and that Chevrolet power. Chaos Andley coming down into the pits on the same lap as Hatchai Cilia. So that effectively locks in their positions. Hatchai looking to extend her points lead without winning a single race all season long. 6th out of the pits for the 48, 9th out of the pits for the 14. It is a really bad day in the office then for Sims Triple 8, as we've got another caution. That is, as you can see, running back with the 42 of Liam Stones. That was Vita Alves and Hux Finucci who have hooked it down into the wall. And another full course yellow coming out. That's going to allow a lot more drivers to come down into the pits. That could include Ponte and Nyla if they choose to take that opportunity, despite them looking to be on a similar pit lap to Grizzly, that being about lap 11 if they must, or maybe lap 12 at the latest. Grizzly's looking to do 4 laps on softs. If we get any more cautions, that'll be very helpful to him. Nyla got front wing damage in that earlier skirmish, which took out Christian Bentley. In comes the 94 with the 67. Tam Adelaide now runs up in 4th place, flies down the main Hamilton straight, and will take 2nd for Target Chip Ganassi, who look very much on target. I believe that Target partnership will follow through with one of their cars when they join IndyCar next season, but I do believe that there's a possibility, at the very least, of, if I do have this right, and I do have this right, yes, DHL partnering up with the team. 31 seconds, the lead out in front. Hatchai Cilia, the fastest first sector of anybody. This is certainly one of those races where it's all about taking the right opportunity. It's all about the strategy that you use. And for Neptune Grizzly and for McLaren, oh! That's a big one! Hatchai Cilia is out of this race! Spinning down at Cops, Kuragiri in the 43 has just taken out the championship leader. Even more heartbreak here in London with just 2 laps to the white flag on lap 13. Neptune Grizzly leads this race, 31 seconds up on the rest of the pack. We're green. There is no way, absolutely no way that this race gets more chaotic. I say that, and we've got more yellows down in the final sector, and I believe that is for backwards facing car there. Is that Tam Andalay? That is for 15 of Tam Andalay, who's thrown it into the wall coming through. Oh! Oh, that's a big spin. That's involved Chaos Andalay. Hamed Silla goes round. Yellow's down in sector 2 as well for Warren Villalobos, so both of the Target Chip Ganassi cars involved in an incident. Oh my goodness, boys and girls, keep it clean. Grizzly is coming through the final corner, is in the wall! Race leader Neptune Grizzly has just put it in the wall, gets it back on the road by himself. As we go on to the penultimate lap, he's at 17% tyre wear. And with that front wing damage, it's going to be so much harder to get through a lot of this lap. We've got yellows down in the final sector as well. Who would that be for as we look to that? Oh! Ponte goes round. Don't tell me that is Spiker Peppo, 3rd in the championship. We've got yellows again, and it's for Tam Andalay with a full car puncture. Full car puncture for the 15. And she has gone round, and a caution comes out, and it's for Antonio Ponte. 3rd in this race, and out goes the Italian. This is the moment then, when the 97 at 2%, 1%. This is when Neptune Grizzly can come in. The cautions are ending. It doesn't matter. The front tire blows up. He needs to come in anyway. We're green in London, and this is quite possibly Neptune Grizzly hoping and praying that Kimi Nyla, Kuragiri, all of those guys have some sort of major catastrophe as Nick Leon flies across the final chicane. She collects Remy LeBeau there. I think that was, yes, Lam Fong going off down at the final chicane. This is unbelievable scenes. Cappy Selavir looking for the pass on Chaos Andley. It doesn't quite come. We've got yellows again down in the final sector. But we're not going to take a quick look at that, are we? Yes, we will. That's Jonas Schmidt, who's had enough. Kimi Nyla is now looking at the race leader, who surely needs to come in as we come through the final corner. Down into pit lane for Tam Anderley and Neptune Grizzly. It's the current lap, 1 to go. Kimi Nyla takes the lead here in London. 24% tyre wear. Can he make it to the checkered flag? As we've got an incident with Spiker Peppo and Liam Stones. Full car puncture for Peppo. Coming out of the pits then is the 97, re-emerging in this race in second position. And I think, oh, that's Cappy Sullivan. Chaos Anderley involved there. Now the German is currently in third. He wants to take the championship lead, but he needs to get out of that incident as quickly as possible. Nyla making his way through sector 2 as it stands, and Chaos has gotten out of there with front wing damage. 3 Maggots and Beckett's for the 67, who won his first ChampCar race here with Team Forsyth. And it looks as if the tyres will just about hold it together as Nick Leon's tyres have blown up. It has been one of the most chaotic, and I do mean chaotic, ERL races here in London. Spinning is Ahmed Celia and Joey Williamson. But at 4% tyre wear, I think Kimi Nyla is going to do it. The London Merchant returns for the home crowd at 0%. 2 seconds is the margin. Coming to the line. Kimi Nyla, can he get it? He doesn't! Neptune Grizzly has won the London ChampCar trophy! I don't believe that for a moment! The tyres have gone for Chaos Anderley too! Neptune Grizzly, at the last moment possible, has taken his second ChampCar win, and he steals it from Neptune Grizzly! Oh my goodness! Grizzly stealing the win from Nyla then! At the last moment, as the tyres went for Kimi, it was a spectacular final lap for the American. Off the road for Cappy, as his tyres have blown up too. Looking for a podium for APC Motorsports in that 77 to make it 967 on the podium. He'll get it done. He'll get it done. Chaos Anderley will take the championship lead in what has been a thrilling end to this London ChampCar trophy. Joey Williamson, the Australian driver in the 88, spins it round and gets hit by Kuragiri. The 43 will take 5th, even with that full car puncture. Honestly, unbelievable from start to finish. Well done, well played to McLaren, honestly. They pulled in Neptune. He never really had a full car puncture throughout this race. He just avoided them. Came into the pits. I thought it was going to be a massive uphill battle to get past Kimi, but he got it done at the last moment. He was spinning across the line as well. He was, but he got the win. I'm gonna need a breather. I think that is the greatest finish in the ERL. And this has been a season across the ERL with some fantastic moments, especially in the ERL USA side of things, as Ahmed Celia puts it in the wall. And honestly, who can blame the guy? It has been a tiring day here in the capital of the United Kingdom. But the king of the kingdom is Neptune Grizzly. Here is your podium. Oh my goodness. I've just knocked over my guitar. That was the single greatest finish I think I've ever seen in the ERL. If ever there was a race to define the ERL, we've just seen it. Neptune Grizzly, winner of the Long Beach Grand Prix at the start of this season, his first start, in his 8th start in the ERL ChampCar World Series. He'll take his 2nd race win. Kimi Nyla looked as if he was going to get his 2nd career victory. Got denied, tires blew up, stuck in traffic, and the American just about made his way through and spun across the line to win it. Capi Selavir, the Frenchman, came home with a spectacular 3rd place. As for the rest of your finishers, Chaos Andale now up in 4th for Sims 888, followed by Kurogiri for Team Green, Grand Slams Joey Williamson and Lam Fong. Then comes Nick Leon, Ahmed Celia and Tam Andale, the top 10, followed by Spiker Pepo, Liam Stones, Juan Villalobos, Remy Lebeau and Jonas Schmidt, with Antonio Ponte, Hatchai Celia, Christian Bentley, Vita Alves, Hook Spinucci, Nashe Perez, Iago Sigurd, Fonde Sousa, and Landre Zaholi unable to see the checkered flag. 69 points up top for Chaos Andale then. It's a tie for 2nd between Neptune Grizzly and Hatchai Celia. And in these final 4 races, I think we've got our main title contenders. That top 5, could even stretch that down to Landre Zaholi if you might. But I think we've got him. Nashe Perez, 6th from Liam Stones and Landre Zaholi. Then it comes Andale, that's Tam Andale, Ahmed Celia, Jonas Schmidt, Remy Lebeau, Christian Bentley, Kimi Nyla, Fonde Sousa, Kurogiri, Vita Alves behind teammate Lam Fong, Iago Sigurd, Antonio Ponte, Joey Williamson, Nick Leon, Hook Spinucci, and Juan Villalobos, who is still yet to score. With 4 rounds to go, Sims 888 lead the constructors. It's a tie for 2nd between APC and McLaren Racing, with Trackhouse Racing a further 10 points back. It's really, really tight up top. Team Green is 5th from Newman Haas and Dale Coyne Racing. Then comes Team Rahal, Team Penske, Dragon Racing, Target, Chip Ganassi, and Grand Slam Racing. I don't think we will ever see such a dramatic end to an ERL race ever again. We've got Formula E coming up next here on Spark Plug Motorsport 1. So from all of us here at SPM, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time then when the Electric Racing League returns.